What's going on, guys? I'm back with another one, and I got a brand new suggestion box review for y'all. Guys, I just finished watching a movie called Goodnight Mommy, starring Elias Schwartz, Suzanne Woos, because I know it's not West. All right, so it's got to be Woos. It's got to be Woos. And Lucas Schwartz. First of all, you know I have to give a huge shout out to the one and only Cheryl Burton for yet another suggestion. I appreciate them all the time. Thank you. And keep bringing them. Keep bringing them. All right. Let's talk about twins in film and TV. Let's discuss that. All right. From movies like Parent Trap, the movie called Twins, Stuck on You, if you haven't heard of that. The whole Olsen twin phenomenon back in the 90s. If you're my age, you know what's up with all of that. Alright. Sister, Sister. Twins have always been put more of a carefree light. A fun, comedic, something to laugh at. Always with the trickery. Fooling people into which twin is which type thing when it comes to twins in film and TV. But this is not what Goodnight Mommy is all about. Well, maybe a little bit, but not all the way. All right. Goodnight Mommy has more of a disturbing, sick, demented vibe. All right. So the question is, after watching this movie, will I have a whole nother take on twins altogether? Will you have a whole nother take, an idea, if you haven't seen this movie yet, on twins altogether? Let's see. Let's go. Let's do this. Goodnight Mommy. For those who don't know, for those who are not aware, and if you are not aware, you're just not down with these type of movies like that. Or, it kind of just slipped past you. I have a story of my own on this one, but I'll let you know about that a little later on. Let's just know that it's been out since 2014. So there's been a lot of time to catch up on this. But Goodnight Mommy. It's pretty much about a pair of twins named Elias and Lucas, not Schwartz, that's their last name in real life. Elias and Lucas, who have a mother who recently had face surgery. Or surgery on her face, whatever, however, same thing. All right, same thing. And she's just now coming home, and from the way she's acting with them, it's very different. And the fact that she came in the house with these mummy bandages on her face, the twins are now having doubts that this is their mother in real life. For real. All right, they're being skeptical about this whole situation, and their skepticism starts to elevate drastically, and that's the premise of the movie. Without saying too much, all right. Positives. I'd like to start off with the dynamic of the twins. Okay, I really enjoyed how they let you know who's who. It was the dynamic between the two twins. It was really weird how they were treated, because both twins were treated differently. Let's just say one twin was abused physically sometimes, talked to bad, like just downrated, berated, is a better word for that. Like constantly beaten, slaps in the face, all kinds of stuff going on with that. And then you have the other twin who was downright neglected, ignored at times. All right? Ooh. And so the whole time I was trying to figure out what is going on here. Why are they being treated like this? I know they're little kids and they're bad, you know, they may get on the parents' nerves sometimes, but what is going on with this mother to be treating her kids like this? But it's confusing. It's very confusing as to what's going on behind the scenes, what's really going on here. And it makes you want to watch every move, every scene. So maybe you might catch like a hint of why this is happening, why all this is taking place. All right, I like that. Another positive for me with this movie, the transition of feeling sympathy for these twins and their skepticism, whether this is their mom or not, and just being scared, to completely being scared of the twins, all right? Because things get crazy, all right? And their little investigation of whether this is their mother or not, things start to get really wild in this movie. Like things that you know kids are capable of this if given the chance or the wrong move is made with the parent, all right? This can easily happen. All right. And it's scary. It's scary to know that the kids you have can do things like this. That's my whole point of that. And so to see these nice little young boys who, you know, all I can do is play and run outside and play and laugh. And, you know, they very close twins. They're twins. Twins are going to be close. Twins are going to be close. All right. So you have a liking for these characters, but then that elevates into something, it grows into something else towards the end. Okay, just know that it does. And that transition was crazy for me, but a very clean, smooth transition though. I like to add that. A third positive for me, the twist. Now, of course, I'm not going to say what the twist is, but then at the same time, I have to confess something. Halfway through this movie, I realized, before I was even suggested this movie by Showburden, thank you, I realized that I watched something on YouTube like a while back that actually kind of spilled the twist. A little bit of the twist, not the whole twist, but a little bit, like a huge part of the twist. And it struck in my head. Oh, not going to say what, but at the same time, even with me realizing I already knew some of the twist, I still was intrigued with this movie. I still wanted to watch more. I didn't care that I kind of knew what was going to happen at that end. All right. I just wanted to watch more of the movie. I wanted to see if there was going to be what else was going to happen with the twist besides what I already knew. Because if it was one of those movies that I didn't want to watch anymore, and I realized I knew the twist already, I'm sorry, I might cut it off. All right. Or I might lose interest real quick. But with this one, no. Nope. I had to see what the twist was going to be, because it grabbed me already. I had to keep watching. All right. Those are the positives, right? Let's get to those negatives. First negative that I have to mention. Where was the father? Where was the father in all of this? It was never explained clearly. His role in this were they divorced? They had to be divorced because the father was mentioned. Father, the twins were not allowed to do something in the movie by the mother. And one of the twins mentioned that father would let us do this. And the mother, she said, well, you go do this with your father, or whatever she said. So maybe they were separated. I don't know. Maybe they were separated already and they took turns taking care of the kids. I'm not sure, but that was never made clear, because I think adding the father into this movie would have changed a lot of the outcome with this. It would have been a very different outcome for this movie. All right. It may not have been as drastic as it turned out to be. Okay. A second negative for me. Why is it so shunned upon to admit that the family needs help, or any family needs help? Okay, they need psychiatric help or family counseling or something. This family definitely needed the counseling. Okay, I cannot. This is, once again, without saying too much, this family really needed some strong counseling. And it's something I wonder, how did they skip around that the whole time with all the problems and issues going on with this family? I cannot mention the issues. It's very hard not to mention without breaking that twist. Okay. But the way the mother treated her twins, from the neglecting one and the physical abuse of the other one, just the extreme that she went to, with that one other twin. All right, it was mind-blowing almost. Like, you need help. All three of y'all need some help. Strong help. And there was times when the mother would try to, come to realization of the problems with the family, but at that time it was too late for things. Once again, I'm not going to say why. Okay? But it was obviously way too late. Way too late for that. Sorry. Okay? Sorry. And that's all the negatives I really have for that movie. All right. Oh, before I get to the rating, there is one more negative. There are scenes in this movie that are almost unbelievable. Okay? Remember I said that kids are capable of a lot of things, and yeah, they're capable of what they did in this movie. But what parent would do some of the things the mother did? Once those kids started getting drastic with the investigation, the choices she made in the movie would have not been made in real life. Okay, any other mother in her right mind would have not went the path she went to try to, make things right or get out of that situation. Okay? There's so many other turns she could have took. But she didn't. She did not. There was even a priest in the movie. Let's all talk to the priest, if not a psychiatrist. Please. Okay? So many things she could have done to avoid the craziness in this movie. They were not. Those precautions were not taken. All right. And now, with all that said, I'm still giving this a hell yes. Okay? This movie was crazy to no limit. I have never seen a movie like this. And yes, this did give me a whole nother perspective on twins. All right, it really did. I know back in the day, I wish I had a twin when I was growing up. Me and my brother were actually twins or something, but we're not. We're 7 years apart. But I sometimes wish we were twins. because of all the antics I saw on TV. But now watching this movie, before this movie really, but this further let me know you don't want to be twins. You want to have your own identity. Okay? That's the whole point. You need your own identity if you're going to be a twin. Even if you still want your own identity, you want your own life as a separate. Okay? That's the moral to the story. But I want you to press that like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll be